All right, good morning, everybody. Good morning, good morning. Happy Wednesday. Happy Wednesday. This is episode 102. We're going to talk about meditation benefits today because some people out there might need it today. Just saying. Anyway, welcome to the School of Shred. This is a show that's designed to help you shred your old and make better your new, all right, your new habits. We are shredding body fat limitations and habits that no longer serve us. We are our habits. And so as we change our habits through the vehicle of health and fitness, we can literally change the direction of our life and make a more positive life where we can manifest the things that we want. So as the live audience jumps on here, because this is a live show, I want you guys to throw a flex emoji in the comments, show me some fire in the comments, say what's up, say good morning, let me know where you're at, where are you located, what are you doing today, what kind of workout are you doing today? That's what I want to know. What kind of workout are you doing today to better yourself? And then we're going to talk about how you can recover by meditating. So meditating is something that I've really fallen deeply in love with over the last couple of years, and I take it very seriously. And there's a few different ways to meditate, and we're going to talk about that. But the main thing we're going to talk about today that I want to share with you is just some benefits. Three main benefits of meditation and things that I've found. I am a personal trainer. I'm a health coach. I have been for nearly 10 years, but I am also my first client, and I love health and fitness, and I love exploring this stuff. So, I'm sharing a lot of experience in this as well with meditation. And this is what's kind of spawned this whole idea of holistic health and fitness, because I kind of look at my journey and I look at my journey. I look at what have I been after? What have I been trying to obtain by just going to the gym when I was 18 and trying to change my body? And really what it was creating a better life. It was creating a better financial life, a better family life, a day where I looked forward to. And I mean, I don't have any better words to put it than heaven on earth is kind of what I was looking to create with just getting my body better. But I didn't see that then. But and this is why I'm a big believer that, in the beginning of a fitness journey, if we can try to start cascading out and realizing how much this will positively affect our life, it can really make our goals stick much more, and we can get deeper with our goals. And this is one of the things that I do in the School of Shred now is, when we go over our goals in the beginning of the first quarter, it was cool to see that the students be very transparent about what they wanted to change. And I found over time that if you allow people the space to cascade a bigger vision of what health and fitness will be, it's not just about getting abs or getting better legs or getting a better chest or whatever that is, just losing body fat in this kind of external goal, which is awesome. Those are all great goals. They're not, you need to hit those. I feel I certainly love being physically fit and in shape. But allowing clients space to dream a little bit of like, what's the whole life that you want to have because of this body? Because it's truly a life development, health and fitness is. So if that's too much for you, then sorry, not sorry. But that's how I feel about it. And that's, my clients' lives all get better and better the more they pursue health and fitness. As long as they do it in, a healthy mindset manner and they address their mindset. But speaking of mindset, meditation is kind of what's on the docket today. And so meditation can help us balance the stressors in life. I've found big time. So let's get into it. That if you've been listening to the show, the show's here Monday through Friday at 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, Spotify land, and also on iTunes. So go ahead and search The School of Shred, jump on that. If you're interested in jumping in the school and you want some actual coaching, live coaching, you can go to theschoolofshred.com. You can join the free newsletter at schoolofshredpodcast.com. So all sorts of content for you, all sorts of knowledge that you can get to change your life. But anyway, 3 benefits to meditation. Let's get into it. Number 1 is meditation helps clear negative thoughts. So if you don't know what meditation is, it's where you would sit still, and it's basically a stillness practice of not allowing anxious thoughts or a mind that bounces around. You start to control that. You start to harness that in. The way that I see the mind and the way that our our thinking works, I've realized that we're never really taught how to think, which is really interesting. We have this machinery that can come up with vision and dreams and hopes, and it can change your life. And most people aren't taught how to be the drivers of this vehicle. And what I've found as an adult is, myself personally, in order to figure this out, there's a lot of slamming into the guardrail, and you don't really know how to drive the vehicle. And negative thoughts can kind of steer you off the road, and they can pull you off of your purpose and make you drift. And so meditation is great for helping clear negative thoughts. You can become the observer within a meditation session as opposed to the reactor. This is something that I noticed several years ago when I started meditating. I started doing it right in the morning. Some people like to do it before bed, which is great too. But I started doing it right in the morning and calming myself down, essentially. And I noticed that I became the observer to the day's actions as opposed to a reactor. And what I mean is, if somebody says something passive aggressive, I would be more of an observer of that as opposed to feeling attacked, and then it's a reaction. And so it would just calm my brain down, and what it helps to do is calm your emotions. And a negative mental attitude will never get you anywhere. It'll never get you anywhere successful. It'll get you somewhere, but it's not going to be very good. This I'm certain of. And so clearing your mind of negative thoughts that are bound to creep in daily. Nobody's immune to this. You have to work on it. Meditation is an amazing practice for that. It is said that weeds grow where seeds are not planted. And I've noticed that myself. You've probably noticed that, right? If you're not actively trying to create abundance and happiness and health in your mind, you might notice that you fall into a negative mental attitude. And this is why I thought I struggled with depression for many years, was just because I wasn't controlling my state enough. I wasn't trying to develop tools, and meditation is an amazing tool to develop your state of mind and to become a more positive person. And when you become a more positive person and you're excited about the goals and the things you want to attack in your day, you're going to end up making it to the gym. And then when you go to the gym and you work out, the side effect of that is your motivation. You don't have motivation before. You get motivation as a byproduct of doing the things that you need to do to reach your goals. Meditation can help create that strong mindset that you're after. And it helps you become the observer, not the reactor, which you probably feel like is important, right? I feel like that's very important, to not be a reactor, not be so reactionary in life, to be able to sit back with poise and take things in and make a mature decision on whatever it is in your day. It's been very, very helpful in my life. Everybody that I know that starts meditating, this is a common theme. So if you're not meditating, this is just one of the great benefits you could get from meditating. The number two is it increases relaxation. Respiration creates relaxation. And so through proper breathing technique, diaphragmatic breathing, nasal breathing, I like to try and do alternate nostril, nasal breathing. This stuff can really, really help you relax because it activates a parasympathetic response, which is a rest and digestive response. It can help bring down stress hormones like cortisol and adrenaline. This is why you hear about breathing techniques all the time. When I've said it before, people say, hey man, breathe 4 in, hold for 4, exhale for 4. It works, and there's science to show this, and this has been done for thousands of years. And there's a lot of us who were tied a little too close to what people like to call reality, where we think this stuff is woo-woo, but now it's all checking out. Breathing, the way that you breathe is very important, and you learn how to breathe in meditation if you go down that path and you become a student of it. And all this helps increase relaxation, which I think we could all do a little bit more with. Life has a way of ramping us up. I'm no different. It has a way of spinning me up and getting me ready for battle. And meditation creates this space in my day that helps me decompress a bit and not buy into my problems as much, and relax, which is good because we want to balance our central nervous system. That fight or flight response that we get with exercise and stressors and a caffeine and producing, that's all good stuff, but we got to have a time where we balance that out. We can do that with meditation, where we relax and we get into that rest and digestive state that we need at night and things like that. We have a circadian rhythm that we need, we need fight or flight or rest and digest at different points of the day. I think it was Tommy Lee from Motley Crue who was talking about power ballads in the 80s, power ballad songs. And he was talking about, how everybody's doing a ballad. All these hard rock bands were doing a ballad. And he's like, if you don't talk about love at some point, you're fake, right? Like if you don't balance it, if you don't balance things out, if you have all hard rock and no love songs, you out of balance. And so meditation can help you write your love songs to your attitude. And then you can get back to whooping ass and hitting your goals and all that good stuff. But it's good to relax. It's good to balance, because we can train from a physiological standpoint. Something that I talk about with my clients is adrenals and how we can get adrenal fatigue and create HPA axis dysfunction if we're too stressed all the time. And so you can literally train your adrenals to be secreting adrenaline, which is called epinephrine or norepinephrine, too much. And this is a lot of what creates high blood pressure, is people training their adrenals to be active and stressed out. And so, it's water. I mean, water can do it, but, salt gets a bad rap for being, creating high blood pressure. But a lot of it is going to be up in our mind. And so if we do meditation, we can, there's a lot of evidence that shows, just from a physiological standpoint, if we can bring our stress levels down, we could reduce physiological stressors and numbers like blood pressure and such. You could always test this at home on your own and see how your blood pressure is after you do a good meditation. And then the next thing is number 3, which is meditation provides space from the world. And I like this. This is kind of like the relaxation thing. I can go in my own world when I'm meditating, and you have your own amazing world that you can go create, where there's unity and there's love and there's peace. Okay. And I think that that's important for all of us. So, you can, through meditation, through practicing it, you can get deeper and deeper into this meditative state, and you can create this space for you to work from your left brain, to be creative, to be in the spiritual type realm, which gets you away from the real world, which is this right brain analytical. I got to do this, this, and this. I have all these action items for the day. I got to get this done. There's that very action-oriented way of living that we get very accustomed to. But, we want to balance that out. Again, we're going to talk about this thing of balance, because that's kind of my shtick here, is I'm trying to talk about holistic health. And so, having this space for you to be a dreamer again, to have an imagination again, this stuff is really important. And I think as adults, we get trained into thinking that's childish somehow, that we don't dream. And I think that's also why we don't create the life that we want, because we don't do enough time imagining and sitting, using our creativity. And it should be no surprise to anybody that, or I guess it would be a surprise to everybody. I read a lot of books from the early 1900s, and those guys, what was surprising for me to learn was that they used to allocate a lot of their time, their daily time, to thinking. And even billionaires of today, they invest a lot of their own time of their day to reading, which is in silence. And there's a great deal of thinking that goes along there as well. All of our best inventors, they would sit and think. There's billionaires today that will take weeks at a time off and go off on their own and just read and come up with ideas. When's the last time that you just took an entire Saturday to just think and be silent and observe your thoughts? If you haven't done that, it's an interesting thing, because a lot of us we don't dream, we don't think, we don't imagine the kind of life that we want, or we do for a split second and then it's gone. When you meditate, and if you do this daily, you could do 10 minutes every day where you become a dreamer again, which is great. And it creates this space for you to get back in your left brain, where you're creative. It's a spiritual realm, and it's a very, very amazing grounding type realm. So those are the 3 benefits of meditation. Take them or leave them. If you don't like them, that's fine. If you love them, good. Let me know. You let me know either way. And so they were, number one is that meditation helps clear negative thoughts. Number two is that it increases relaxation. And number three is that it creates space from the world for you to have an imagination again. So, one of my favorite authors, again, Napoleon Hill, I talk about him pretty much every day. We talked about, this idea of having focused attention is one of the most important things you can have. You get that when you meditate. You can have focused attention, and you can build that up over time. And then there is also the imagination, which is creative thinking, imagination. All that is very, very important for a successful life and to create the life that we all want and that you deserve. You deserve a good life. Don't let your ego tell you otherwise. Don't let auto-suggestion of the world get into your subconscious and tell you that you're not good enough. And then there's three ways that you can meditate as we wrap up here. So the best way is to actually meditate. So get a meditation app, put on some cool, some relaxing music, but meditation apps kind of set all that up for you. Wear headphones, limit distractions, keep your, office door shut or wherever you're doing this thing at. Try not to do it laying down at night. You're just going to fall asleep. If you actually want to develop a real keen meditation practice, you want to take this thing seriously, find a comfortable spot on the ground, put a pillow under your butt and get after it for 10 minutes. And by get after it, I mean, don't get after it. Just chill out and meditate for 10 minutes. And then the second way that you could meditate is just by walking and listening to something like a positive audiobook. Now, I know that's not your traditional meditation like I just listed, but you got to find what works for you, what grounds you. This is something that for me, when I'm breathing, I'm trying to do nasal breathing and going for a walk, it calms me down. And then if I'm listening to something good, I'm getting auditory nutrition. And it's like a big auditory salad, if you will, a big auditory salad. So get yourself an auditory salad by having a good positive audiobook or a podcast you like this podcast or many of the other plethora of amazing podcasts out there. But I personally like audiobooks myself. And then number three way that you can meditate is just visualizing and thinking. Like I said, create space for your mind. Just sit and ponder. Who was it? Jeff Bezos. I was watching something that was talking about how he putters. He calls it puttering in the morning. And it's kind of just poking around in the morning and just kind of thinking and checking, news or whatever. I'm not a fan of checking the news. I check the news in the middle of the day after a workout when my stress response is up personally. The rest of it's trying to control my mental state. But anyway, just that idea of just visualizing and thinking and all that good stuff. So we go deeper into this in the School Shred if you're interested in this stuff, people. We're attacking everything. We're not just attacking a great exercise program and diet, but we kind of get into all this stuff because it's important. It's important to live a happy life. So anyway, that's episode 102. Thank you for hanging out. Thanks for tuning in. That's meditation benefits. And I will see you tomorrow at 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. We're here on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, and then these shows are also on Spotify and iTunes. Please rate and review us on iTunes and have a great day. Keep a positive mental attitude. Keep a positive outlook. And get a workout in today and then try meditating tonight. With that, I want you to stay strong and healthy in body. Stay relentless and energized in spirit. And stay determined in your pursuits today, school. Until next time, class is dismissed.